okay, mute it if required. So you can see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So yesterday, okay, we finished that, okay, the settings on the ECC side. So have you tried, okay, in your practice system? Anybody? So anybody finish the settings, or okay, you are just okay doing some basic setup or what? Have you tried any of those things?
Not yet.
Okay, and I hope all of you received this config material, right? Anybody is missing, just send me the email. So I just okay forwarded to whoever I got the emails.
Sure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, this is Prabhu.
Hey, Prabhu.
Yesterday you said that you would be sending the pinpointed config doc.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Once actually, yeah. Maybe over the weekend, okay. I'll just make like okay before once we finish this config, okay. For every like okay once we start the inbound process, okay, we'll just send those things. I'll just make it.
Transaction codes as well.
Yeah. So we finished that, okay, the settings in the ERP. So let's okay go and okay start with that, okay, the settings, okay, what all the settings, okay, we need to make it in the SCM side.
Trini.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, this is Abhishek. So I was checking one of the particular settings that we are doing here. It's that external WMS system, activating that, the decentralized WMS configuration. So
Yes.
we have, yeah. So we have actually one instance where we are running EWM. I didn't see that setting or that activation there. So I'm just kind of little confused.
No, actually that's what, on which ECC version actually, because the menu paths may be slightly different.
So for that ECC is 6.0 and the SCM is 5.1.
No, in ECC is 6 only, but on which enhancement pack you are?
It's on 2.
Okay, that's what, okay, because okay, these menu paths actually change slightly between from ECC 6 to EHP 2 to EHP 3 to EHP 4.
Okay.
So these menu paths actually change considerably from even from EHP 3 to EHP 4. So otherwise, okay, even what you can do is that, okay, the best way to go is that, okay, even under the logistics execution node, you have something called as integration with service parts management.
That's right.
Okay, that's the best place actually where you can go.
Okay. Okay.
So, but all actually it goes to the and updates the same view only, like okay, the TSTC, there's a table actually it just goes and updates the same table only.
Sure.
Okay. So let's start, okay, from the so in the SCM system also, okay, first, okay, what actually, okay, where we left is that, okay, the SPRO, or okay, you can just okay go to the transaction, okay, the sale, it's SALE where you will be doing the customizing. So first actually, okay, we defined that, okay, the logical systems, and then okay we assign that, okay, the logical system to the client, and as well as okay we provide the RFC destination, okay, to the ERP system also, and even okay we specified that, okay, yesterday we linked that, okay, the particular RFC destination to the particular logical system. So these are the, okay, the basic settings, okay, we had to make it, okay, in the ECC system, sorry, in the SCM system. So we just defined that, okay, the RFC destination. So don't worry about this document. So I'm just okay taking it to the page by page, okay, where actually, okay, we can just do all the configuration. And then if you want to integrate with, okay, ERP, once you define your logical system and then assign the client to the logical system, you go to the SCM. I'm in the SCM system. So if you want to talk to the ERP system, so go to the menu path, okay, the extended warehouse management. So there are a lot of nodes actually which will be going through that, okay, one for the master data, one for GR, GI and internal cross-processing, MFS part, labor management, for the EWM monitor, and for the interface part. So if I want to talk to, okay, any of this, okay, EWM, okay, with the interfaces, so if I want to talk to my auto ID infrastructure, I have to configure it here. And if I want to talk to any of my web services, okay, which are exposed out of my system, I have to use the enterprise services. And if I want to talk to the ERP, I have to go to the node ERP integration. So can we just go here now? So first what we have to do is that, okay, the business system, so which we already defined these things. So the business system is, okay, the APO CLNT 890, which is my, okay, the EWM system. So, and then, okay, you can see that, okay, the connecting system is, okay, the T. Sorry?
What is the difference between the logical system and the business system?
Ultimately, okay, they are the same only, I can say. But ultimately, okay, what we need to do is that, okay, you will be assigning the business system to the logical system. It's like, okay, one more layer.
Okay.
Okay. So it's the same kind of, okay, the wrapper, okay, what we have it, okay. So you can see that, okay, the business system is ultimately assigned to the logical system, and that logical system is assigned to the RFC destination. Is it clear now?
Okay.
Because, okay, what actually I can do is that, okay, I can actually, okay, define, okay, two separate business systems, but, okay, at the end actually they can connect to the same logical system. So this requirement, okay, you will never find. Sorry?
What purpose it will solve for us if we have a two business system and one logical system?
I'm not exactly sure that, okay, because I've not ever seen that requirement also.
Okay.
Usually it's like, okay, the one-to-one, but okay.
No problem.
Maybe, okay. But what I can say is that, okay, we can define, okay, because here, okay, the business system is going to be the key, and then I can assign the same logical system. But I will show you that, okay, there is a link that, okay, when we specify a particular warehouse, now, okay, now I got it actually. Okay. Two ERP systems, let's take this example that, okay, if I'm correct, okay, because when you map the particular warehouse number from a particular system, okay, we are going to map it to a particular business system only. Is it clear now?
Okay.
Suppose actually, if you have, okay, the two separate, okay, this also, okay, what I'm saying, it will maybe contradictory to myself. Okay, but actually, usually I have not seen that requirement, okay, like, okay, having more than one business system pointing to the same logical system, but that option is available. Okay, so like now, whatever the clients, okay, with my, like, almost 4-5 implementations, we just say that, okay, the business system is same as like logical system only.
Okay.
But, Srini,
Yeah.
so why we need this business system if it's the same?
That's what actually we have that option that, okay, we can link, okay, more than, okay, because to my knowledge actually it is something, okay, coming from the SCM side actually. In the SCM APO there may be more than, there may be some link, but in the APO EWM side I don't see any use actually.
Yes, Srini, can you click the glasses, the notepad one? It gives some description.
Yeah, there's nothing actually.
Nothing there?
Yeah, you can just find that, okay, it's trying to define the business system only.
Oh, okay.
So this actually, you define the mapping of the logical system to the business system, that's all. No, actually, they did not define that, okay, what is the use of the business system.
Okay.
What actually they specify is specify a business system for each logical system that you want to connect to the EWM.
Okay.
So what even they're saying that, okay, to simplify the process, enter the same name as the logical system. That's what even the help says.
Right. Okay.
Maybe I think, okay, it may be useful in the APO side, but from the EWM side actually I don't see any use actually. Next thing, okay, what we did in the ERP side is that, okay, in the ERP I mentioned that, okay, for particular, okay, the HYD, I'm going to maintain it as a EHYD. The same configuration, okay, I maintained it in the SCM system also. Is it clear now? The mapping the warehouse number. Okay, it's a very simple thing. Okay, so for EHYD warehouse, okay, it's going to be maintained as a EHYD warehouse, okay, in EWM system. And then, okay, we set up that, okay, the RFC queues, okay. So for my T90 CLNT90, I'm going to use it as inbound queues, okay. So if you are going to, okay, you just need to decide it before you set it up, okay, if it is like, okay, whether you want to control it as a inbound queue or outbound queue. One more thing, please remember that, okay, if your SCM system or okay, sorry, if your ECC system is like 4.6C version, QRFC is not supported, you have to use IDOCS processing. Is it clear now? If you are not using anything more than the above 4.6C, it's okay. But if your client is using 4.6C and if they want to use EWM, they cannot use that the QRFC. They have to go for the IDOC processing only.
Really?
Yeah.
Why we use this one? What's the use of this one?
Inbound queue.
No, if it is actually before to the 4. Suppose like 4. If you are either.
No. I'm talking about this QRFC configuration. What is the use of this one? Why we need to set up?
Okay, do you remember actually in the ERP side, we mentioned that what kind of queues actually you are going to use it, whether it's an outbound queue or whether it's an inbound queue.
Okay.
So the same thing, I'm just mentioning it's a reverse of this thing here.
Okay. So we have to set up inbound queues or outbound queues or both?
No, actually, see, you need to select only one of it only.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so whether you can use it as an inbound queue or whether you want to outbound queue, or no queues, but you want to use it only that the IDOC processing.
This is
Okay, see, if you are using the outbound there, you have to use that the inbound here.
Inbound.
Okay.
Yes, sir. One time setting, can we
So
switch?
it's like
Srini,
Can we
Srini,
sorry. Yeah.
can we switch back between
Yeah, go
inbound,
ahead.
outbound? Can we switch
Sorry?
between? Can we switch between back and forth, inbound, outbound, outbound, inbound?
Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Okay, if you switch between the back and forth, what are all the things you have to change? You said first of all, if you change it on the ECC side, then you have to do the corresponding change on the SCM side also.
Okay.
And apart from that, the queue registration is the right. The queue registration, then you have to change that. What is the maximum number of allowed timeout and what is the maximum number of possible connections also.
Okay.
Suppose see the problem of if you make that as an outbound connection, let's take this example that if ECC actually trying to send like 100 deliveries at one go, like somebody created like 100 deliveries or you created one big delivery document, like 100 people created 100 deliveries. So then in this case it will be a problem because you said that my QRFC has only 10 parallel connections only. So then in that case ECC actually will dump all the 100 deliveries to SCM, but SCM actually receives only 10 of them only. So that's why what actually SAP suggests is that if you are going to actually a huge volume of data is going from ECC to SCM, put the outbound on the ECC and then put the inbound on SCM. That's what the SAP suggests.
Okay.
And same thing in the ERP we just maintained about that the version control. And see, this is actually the one of the interesting thing. What kind of messages actually you want to exchange with ECC. So I mentioned my business system and the corresponding the release version. Now you can just put these conditions actually here. You want to actually enable the duplicate check also, or and then the delivery split is allowed or not, and then whether you suppose like the ad management state, so you want to update it in the delivery of the ERP, you can just select this thing whether you want to report back to the ERP or not. So whatever the status changes happening, like what are all the messages you want to send it back to ECC, you can just configure it here. And then the goods movement messages, and then the batch updates, and then the inbound delivery creation and the outbound delivery creation also. So what are all operations actually you just want to communicate between ERP to SCM, we can just configure it here. And this is like a default the delivery one. Suppose let's take this example that whether I want to send my pick denial to ERP or not, so you can just configure it here so that it goes and updates delivery in ECC. If I say that don't send the pick denial message to ERP, it will not send it also.
But we are leaving it
So
as...
these are the kind of messages. Yeah, usually suppose based on the business scenario, suppose let's take this example that you created a delivery in ECC. Suppose you created a delivery in ECC and the stock actually the execution is going to be happen in EWM. So our business scenario says that pick denial should never be sent back to the ERP because I know that somehow I'm going to complete the operation in EWM. So I don't want to actually send the message flow, so I want to reduce the message flow to ERP.
Okay.
Or okay, sometimes okay, if it is like a old versions, right? Okay, some of the pig denial updation and those things may not be supported also. So based on the release, okay, these settings actually okay by default will be available. Okay, so till this thing actually okay, we define the business system and then okay, we mapped okay the ERP okay the warehouse okay EWM warehouse also. And same thing okay, you have to maintain okay, the QRFC settings also. Yeah.
So let's say, I mean,
Hello?
I think most people, yeah, hi. So this is Abhishek. So most of the systems, I think guys are working on ECC 6.0 and EWM 5.1 and 7.02. So what is the recommended or the most commonly used setting in that one that you just showed us?
Sorry, come again. The voice actually got to break a lot.
Yeah, so my question is, in this set control parameters for ERP version control, what is the most commonly used set?
Okay, the most commonly used, okay, I'll tell you again. Yeah, I'll okay, explain you more also. Suppose see here, okay, you want to actually the duplicate check like, okay, whether the same ASN is came actually, you want to suppress them or you want to allow them. These are like this thing. But let's take this example, like, okay, I use the ad management in EWM and then, okay, when I check my truck into the ad, so that particular status has to be updated in ERP or not. Let's take this example.
Okay.
Okay, suppose like in the ad status, okay, I just want to update it or the check-in status basically, okay, it has to be updated into the ERP, okay, and then the serial number communication, okay, so all the serial numbers, okay, of the delivery you want to communicate or only whether I did the GR, okay, whenever if I receive the goods, if I just, okay, receive the particular serial number, only those particular things only I want to immediately inform it. Usually, okay, we put only the goods moment only, so that, okay, my message traffic between SCM to ECC, it will be less in this case. See, even the QRFC actually has to work very optimally.
Okay.
And then, if you look at actually, there is something called a GR mode also. Okay. Usually, okay, for a high performance warehouse, we will not set actually immediately send GR posting. What we'll do is that, okay, send full GR when GR has been posted for all the items. Is it clear now?
Okay, okay, yeah.
See, what actually is, okay, what it will do is that, okay, suppose if my delivery contains 100 items, and then if I do the good visit for the first item, then it will send one QRFC to ERP. So for 100 items, it will send the 100 QRFC entries, which will make like my processing very difficult in the ECC side, because the QRFC's entries, okay, it will be occupied, and then, okay, the performance actually it will go down.
Okay.
So what actually we'll do is that, okay, usually for a high volume warehouses, we put that only send full GR when the GR has been posted for all items.
Okay.
Okay, so it depends on, okay, the business scenario that, okay, what kind of setting actually you want to save this thing. So basically what it does is that it just controls the way how the QRFC packet is constructed only.
Okay.
Got it.
Is it clear now?
Yes.
Clear.
So it's like, okay, various options, okay, we have it, okay, like what kind of messages actually, okay, we want to send, okay, from SCM, okay, to ERP.
Hello. Sure.
Then one dummy question.
Yeah.
So what are the serial numbers?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Serial number is on the.
Serial numbers, okay. Serial numbers means, let's take this example that, okay, there are 1,000 computers you received into a warehouse. So how do you store those things? You need to scan not only the item and the quantity, you have to even scan the serial number also, right?
Hello.
In layman
Serial
terms,
number management. Layman terms like, okay, let's take this example that, okay, engine number.
okay.
Suppose like, okay, engine number is unique across the globe. Suppose, okay, so let's take this example that, okay, you purchased a laptop from a, let's take this example, you purchased a laptop and there is a problem with the laptop. So when you return the laptop, okay, how the vendor actually identifies whether that particular laptop is the actual laptop or not?
That is sold to you or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
based
exactly.
on some number.
Number.
Hello?
You can actually.
It's not the invoice actually. See, invoice only. See, invoice contains. See, serial numbers concept is like, okay, you have like, okay, for the engine numbers or for the laptop, okay, for the computer part numbers.
unique
Wherever the
ID.
part number,
It's a unique identifier.
It's a unique ID.
Identifier, yes, of the product.
Yeah, exactly. See, there is a difference between the product versus serial number. Serial number is a one instance of the product, I can say.
Okay, yeah.
The unique instance of the product.
So understand this as like for,
See, this
for
what, if
food
you-
and beverages, you use batch numbers. So for telecom industry or for automobile industry, you use serial numbers.
Microelectronics.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
see, batch is also inside a batch. Still, we use the serial numbers.
Serial numbers,
Correct.
yes.
I mean, I'm just trying to set up an analogy.
Exactly. So it is like, okay, further sub level of the batch to identify the one unique level of product. Like, okay, see, like, okay, you have 1,000 TVs, you produce it in one batch, so you want to identify individual piece by piece also. So serial numbers are nothing but like giving the numbers to the one product to each one number.
Okay, okay.
You got it now?
Yeah, yeah. So for each warehouse, we'll define the serial numbers like the.
Not the warehouse, it is
material.
actually linked it to the see, there are ways actually. You can maintain the serial numbers at the bin level, or you can maintain the serial numbers still to the storage type also, or you can link the serial numbers to a particular storage type to a particular material also. That means two different materials can have the same serial number. Is it clear now?
Yes.
But a combination of material with the serial number is always unique.
Okay.
See, like, okay, a TV and a computer can have the same serial number, but two TVs will not have the same serial number from the same manufacturer.
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear, or you want more thing in the?
As of now, it's
See, the serial number is used for the electronics, or it's for the auto parts. Like, even if you, I don't know, if you go for any industry, like, okay, any electronics industry or any industry, okay, all these things, okay, everything is used by serial numbers. Otherwise, okay, if you try to return the goods, you cannot identify whether this particular goods actually sold to the particular customer or not. Let's take the example like tire industry. If you look at on your car tire, it contains a serial number.
Okay.
So that, okay, by having the serial number, they can track back to that, okay, when that came and, okay, in which warehouse it, and also what all got distributed. Everything you can track back also.
Okay.
Okay. So then, okay, the same way whatever we did in the EC side, okay, we have to, okay, register, okay, the queues also, SMQR. Then, okay, I registered, okay, the SIF queues and the delivery queues and the QI and the WM queues also, okay. So otherwise, okay, if you don't like any of these things, okay, you can just simply put a star and then, okay, just save the queues also. Okay, so these are all the queues actually, okay, which we just activated it. We already defined that, okay, the business system.
So Srini,
And we'll just define-
in the actual production environment, we define individual queues, not the star, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you'll not actually put the star. Otherwise, okay, it will just, okay,
It will
go
take
and
off.
destroy all the queue.
Okay.
See. And anyway, okay, this, okay, the synchronizing the ERP system, okay, with these things. So we assume that, okay, it's already available. Next thing is that, okay, we actually, okay, start with, okay, the number ranges, okay, for like, okay, the different number ranges for the deliveries. And also, okay, before actually I go and, okay, define the number ranges, I'll take you through that, okay, what other basic, okay, the things actually should be there. See, these delivery priorities and all those things, okay, can exist it later also. Now let us start from that, okay, the basic configuration that, okay, what all actually should be there. So before, okay, I do this thing, okay, what we can do is that, okay, you have to actually, okay, distribute your plant and the storage location, and some of the vendors are the customers, okay, to the your SCM system. So yeah, so
name?
our system is okay. Yeah.
So by now both systems are connected and configured where we can distribute the data?
No, because okay, the number ranges and all those things you have to define it, right?
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, okay, see, you can distribute it. See, from the ECC side, no issue. You can distribute it, but it will fail in SCM system.
Okay, so that means it's not complete.
Yeah. So what actually, okay, if you want to define is that, okay, you can just, okay, let's take this thing, okay, I want to distribute, okay, one of the material, okay, test underscore, okay, EW7 material, and then I want to distribute a particular material, okay, I just want to distribute, okay, the HYD underscore, okay, RICE1. This is one of the material, okay, which we created it. I'm just trying to create an integration model. And similarly, before you even distribute this material, actually, what you have to do is that, okay, you need to distribute the particular plant and as well as, okay, the shipping point, okay, and as well as, okay, the corresponding customer master data also. Suppose, see here, okay, if you want to distribute, okay, the shipping point, you need to select the shipping point from ECC, click on the shipping point here, then you need to restrict only that particular shipping points only, otherwise it will try to distribute all the shipping points. So I'm just trying to actually, okay, distribute this material, okay. So HYD underscore RICE1.
Is that material?
Now click on the generate the integration model. So test underscore EW7 got generated. Now if you want to activate this distribution model, just, okay, execute the distribution model, CFM1 and CFM2. These are the two transactions. Now if I want to actually start this distribution, I think it may fail in SCM system. So what I will do is that, okay, going to the material, make the new status as active. Now click the button start. It may give the error that, okay, no supplying plant maintained. Okay, so I think they implemented that node. That's nice to know. Okay, now this particular material, okay, if I go to my, okay, SCM system, that particular material, okay, should be available. So create session. So make sure that, okay, there are no queues actually pending here. Yep, it's all the queues are clear. So remember that, okay, for the outbound queue it is SMQ1 and for the inbound queue SMQ2. So these two transactions, okay, we'll be using it very frequently, okay, in EWM. So EWM, so master data, so
This is partner.
product, so maintain the product. So HYD underscore, okay, RICE1 is the product, okay, which we just distributed, right? So if I go to the display, what happened to this product? Is it HYD underscore?
I think this is not created in ECC. This
No.
material, this product should be in ECC.
No, it is a, so logical system is APO CLNT 890 material. Let me check actually.
Check the outbound queue here in the CCC.
Yeah, 1 minute actually. I'm just checking whether this is the right ECC system or not. Because, okay, we did not get any error.
So is it ECC 800 or 890 or something?
No, ECC is 800 only.
800
So,
is ECC.
yeah. HYD underscore, okay, rice 1. This is a material, okay. Plant is HYDP.
0001.
Yeah, this is the material, okay, which we try to distribute it there. So in the ESCM system, because the same way, if I go to the my SMQ2, there's no error, and even my SIF also did not give any error. So let me check it in SLG1.
Can you check on the sending system?
Yeah, that's what actually I'm just trying to see what happened to the. I'll just try with the CFM1 test. Let me try. Logical system. APOCLNT 890. Materials. Yeah, HYD underscore rice 1. Just execute this thing. Generate my integration model.
Put SMQ2. CFM2. Yes.
Okay, they might have. Need to check whether there's something to change. Click on the button start. So the log says, okay, let me see the log, what the log says.
Videos.
Transfer, okay, this thing is done, so there are no errors. If load, log number is written, and then, okay. So there are no errors actually. So SIF load, okay, let me see it in the SMQ1 here. Okay. Yep, price 1, right? But why it's pointing to these things? Okay.
Now it's
Product, okay.
In reprocess, we deleted it.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to see what happened to the product.
How it will be reach here?
Sorry?
The queue has deleted, right?
yeah, the queue got deleted.
No, actually,
that's
those
what-
are not relevant for those queues actually. No, actually, it's actually that's what it's not these queues. It's not pointing to this system. So just
No, rice 1, right? Not rice.
Next one.
yeah, that's what. Okay, it's rice 1. So I'm just thinking of what happened to this product. Okay, there's no queue also here. SMQ2, there are no queues here.
Maybe out of stock?
No. See, it's a master data.
No, rice is out of stock. Listen.
Srini, in my system, actually, first of all, we do the slotting and then only the material will be created. Is that the
It's
case?
not. No. See,
No.
it's not the.
No.
It is like okay, the global data has to be created.
Yeah.
Slotting is.
In the, we have seen some of the cases like first we will do the slotting and then only material will be available. If not, no material will be. Product will be available.
No, it's just like okay, the basic master data. It should be there. Okay. Let me try. Okay, I just want to see that. Okay, first of all, okay, what is the connection is set up with or not. I hope okay nobody changed any of the RFC connections also. So web connections.
Login.
Otherwise, okay, the best way is that, okay, what I can do is that, okay, I can check whether it is an issue with this material or, okay, let me try to create, okay, one of the delivery document. Just give me 2 minutes. Just want to check whether this data is actually getting distributed or not.
Yeah, why don't you
I
check
just-
the connection test? Maybe some is broken.
Yeah, I'm just actually trying to check whether I'll try to create a delivery and then I want to see whether it's actually going there or not. Or even for the material, if the plant view is also not defined, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I'll just check these things also.
சொல்லிட்டீங்களா சரி எடுத்துட்டீங்களா அது அவங்க அந்த ஸ்லிப் அங்கேயே வச்சிருக்கேன் காம்பஸ் ஸ்லிப்
Okay, so 115 is the delivery. So
அந்த ஸ்லிப் தான் வச்சிருக்கேன்.
So 115, if I go to SMQ2, that 115 should be available here. Yep, so there's no QRFC errors actually. It's happily getting processed.
I think you're right, Srini. It must be because of the plant.
Yeah, yeah.
We are trying to
So there's
push
no QRFC errors.
plant-based data.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. So the ECC, so what actually we have to check is that, okay, M01, let me check, okay.
Warehouse view is also required.
Warehouse view is not mandatory if you want.
0001.
1, okay, the material, basic data 2 is okay, purchasing.
சார் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இது வேர் ஹவுஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் அவங்கள்ட்ட பேசுறேன்.
Because at least, okay, it has to give me that error that, okay, no supplying plant found. So that's what I surprised to see that, okay, did not give any errors.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So if I just try to the CFM1, or sometimes, okay, this CIF actually behaves very erroneously also. So what we need to do is delete the old, suppose if the material actually might have logged already another CIF queue, right? It will not even try to distribute it. It assumes that, okay, there is already a queue already there. Okay, so otherwise, okay, I can just go ahead and we can delete those old queues, the CIF queues. It's an integration model. We just need to reorganize those things. Test EW9. So these kind of problems, okay, even you may face it. So just, okay, we'll.
How about taking an approach like first pushing plant, then shipping points, then material, then...
Yeah, usually, okay, what you will do is that, okay, first we will push the plants, and then, okay, we'll push the shipping points, and then you will push the customers, and then you will push that, okay, the vendors, and then you will push the material master. That's a sequence.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then click the start. Now it's correct. Okay, that's a problem actually. we are right that okay, the plant view is actually not maintained for my HYD RISE 1. Okay, so now okay, it's actually that okay, it's actually there is a note actually has to be implemented on the SCM side. So what I will do is that okay, I'll just go to the QRFC monitor in the SCM side, and then you can see that okay, that particular shift queue actually got failed. So what we can do is that okay, we can just go here. Just okay, go to the debug mode because that note is actually not yet available because it's a test system, so they cannot implement that note. Gmail, right? In my Gmail, that note is there. So breakpoint at // star dm star. I don't remember the names very well. Okay, I'll do one thing. Breakpoint. I'll create a watchman. The best thing. I think that is a message. Okay, which we got it. So. Oops. Okay, so it went into the SIF of this thing. There's a function module actually. Let me just open that. Okay, my email, it was there. Okay, I can get it from here, that thing. The detailed error I just want it, so. Okay, so if I just go here. So, you just expand this thing. So, we can just go here. Now, it's 146, so what we can do is that, okay, the debug mode. So just go back. Just go here. Debug mode. I'm not so good at debugging, so I just want to okay, so our error message is that okay, 146. It's not 143, it's 146. Okay, so you can see here that, okay, this is a place actually where actually we are trying to get this error. SAP if, okay, location from
Srini,
go to statement. Yeah.
in the real time, these kind of things will be taken care by.
Yeah, actually, okay, you just, okay, ask them, okay, the basis guy to implement that node, okay.
Oh, okay.
Here
I'm
actually
afraid.
don't have any
I'm
option.
scared. The way you're working, I'm really scared.
No, this is actually, that's what I'm telling you, right? Okay, I asked them to implement the node, but this being like, okay, the demo system, so.
Okay.
Or else
So,
each
Srini, is there any workaround or to
Sorry?
follow any particular? Is there any workaround? Let's say
This is only the workaround.
No, the only thing is that, okay, just in the debugger, actually, we just change this so that, okay, it does not, okay, throw that error, that's all I can say.
What he's doing is a workaround only.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what we do is that, okay, I actually just, okay, last week I just did this thing.
Srini, sorry to interrupt. What we are trying to do here now, we created the material master at the plant level and we pushed it to APO also.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what is the
Thing is that, okay, it's actually, okay, because, okay, it goes to the error because it tries to create a transportation lane also. So because of this thing, actually SCM7, okay, there's a note is missing in this system. Okay, so because of this note actually, okay, this throws this error. So what I'm doing is that, okay, I'm just, okay, trying to skip that particular part of data. So what I will do is that, okay, here the size of RC is the right.
Yeah, it is 1. Make it 0.
Yeah, so yeah, so the system is slow in the debugger, so it will not throw this error. So you have to change the size of RCs. Because of that note is missing.
Everywhere we have to change, right?
Yep. That's the way actually, okay, which I just created it last week for that our material. Okay.
Can I ask you how you came to clue that there is a note?
Actually, I checked it in the Google and also in the marketplace with the error message. If you go to the Google, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You just, okay.
Okay.
You just, okay, go and, okay.
No, we will, this okay, continue here.
Yeah.
We will Google it.
Continue.
So
We'll Google it.
Yeah.
No problem.
So you just go here and then, okay, CIF error, okay, it's very simple only. No supplying plant found. Okay, you can see the first error itself in the SDN.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no rocket science inside that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Let's go.
my queue got cleared in SCM, so let's see in the SCM system. Now if I go to my maintain the product, HYD rise 1, you can see now, right?
Yeah.
Can you see in SCM system? Okay, this is like, okay, either that apply that note or, okay, go to the debugger and then just adjust just make the two size of RCs to 0 so that, okay, it will skip that particular part of code. Okay, so
That's good. I thought that Navid took the rice bag in the middle.
sorry.
I thought that Navid took the rice bag in the middle.
Okay, so first actually, okay, what we need to do is that, okay, you just transfer your plant, storage location, and the customer master data and all those things, and then, okay, now let's go back to that. Okay, is it clear now? So whenever, okay, once the material master is created, okay, what you have to do is that, okay, you have to assign that thing into the warehouse also, this particular material. Unless you assign the warehouse view, okay, it will not be, okay, you cannot use it for the EWM. So HYD rice 1, then you have to assign it to the particular, okay, the warehouse. Okay, just create a warehouse view, that's all. Otherwise, sometimes, okay, what people expect is that, okay, yeah.
Because for one material you are assigning like this one. If we have a bunch of materials, then what will we do?
Yeah, there's no, okay, so what actually you have to do is that, okay, you have to, there is a user exit actually in the SIF inbound side. What it does is that it even go and create the warehouse view also. So you have to, there is a user exit available. So you have to implement that user exit always.
Okay.
So that's what actually when we asked the first question, why can't actually you give it like automatic view, but they say that, okay, you can use the same material for n number of warehouses. So that's what actually we have a user exit available.
Srini, question.
Yeah.
When you created the material master in ECC, first time you created for the warehouse or the what? First you created it for warehouse, right?
Yes.
No, I just created only for the plant view only. Warehouse view is not mandatory.
Oh, and if you don't maintain a warehouse view in ECC and if you maintain warehouse view in SEM,
Yeah.
will it correspond?
No, because see, the warehouse in ECC is just like dummy only. We don't have any business functionality there.
So no need to maintain material data at warehouse level.
Exactly, not required at all.
Okay.
Okay, so only thing is that, okay, this is also, okay, nothing like a warehouse view here. I'm just only linking this particular product to this particular warehouse, so that, okay, what I can do is that later in the warehouse data I have a lot of controls here actually, process type determination, load category, and then, okay, what kind of put away strategies I want to apply for this particular warehouse. See, the same material can exist in multiple warehouses also, and the multiple warehouses I want to actually execute the different strategies also.
Okay.
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 So, yeah.
Yeah. Could you please throw some light on this party entitled to dispose?
Yeah, that's what actually, I'll just, okay, take you through that thing also, okay. So that's what, okay, I'm just, okay, going to start from the beginning now. So, as of now, what we did is that, okay, we just define the business systems and able to establish the communication and make sure that we are able to distribute the data. Distribute in the data means only the master data as of now. Is it clear now? The master data,
Right.
are you able to distribute it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, and one more thing actually, okay, before you distribute the master data, the rest and all actually can be distributed, okay, except the business partner, because sometimes, okay, for the business partner, okay, like, okay, whenever if you distribute the customer master data and vendor master data, it will go and create it as a business partner in SCM. So make sure that, okay, you define the number ranges for the business partner, and that number range is going to be the external business partner number.
1 minute. This is very important.
Yeah. So you have to define that, okay, the number range for the business partners also, because that's actually the people just forget it and then, okay, they face a problem that, okay, I try to distribute my customer.
Yeah. First you said you will define the number ranges for all the...
Okay, suppose I'll tell you with an example, okay, we can create one customer master and then, okay, what we can do is that, okay, yeah, even actually we can just let's try to distribute one customer master also, so that you will get an idea.
Okay.
So, what happened? The connection went wrong.
The same connection got disconnected.
Yeah, even it seems like, okay, the ECC also. Just give me a minute. Oh, my net itself is. Just give me a minute. What happened to this thing? Something happened to the system. It's not getting connected. Both.
For both systems are broken?
Yeah,
somebody-
both are actually.
Who is that Kalyan? He is there.
Can we ask actually somebody that
Yeah.
okay why the connections are broken?
Ask Naveen.
No, it's not actually. Even the IP address itself is not responding. So maybe you can just try.
Yeah, Kalyan user is a API trainer.
No, actually the systems itself are actually not at all connected. So Sravanti, can you just answer this thing? The system is down. Maybe some power shutdown or something is there. Or
Srini, can you do one thing?
yeah.
Please send me a screenshot of this. I'll check with the basis, okay?
No, there's nothing like okay. When you just try to connect it, okay, it's saying that connection itself is not responding.
Yeah.
It's not even the basis is required actually. It's like okay, even the logon is not working.
Yeah, system available or not, that is the thing.
Yeah.
Not a-
Not reached.
Network down, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it is tied.
Yeah, just okay. I will just try it in 2 minutes after this thing. Okay. So few things are what actually we'll do is that okay, whenever if you create a customer master, vendor master in ERP, okay, it has to come and okay create it as a business partner, okay, in SCM. So if you want to create it as a business partner in SCM, make sure that okay you define the number range for the business partner, and for that number range, okay, you have to maintain it as external number range. Is it clear now?
Okay.
So that okay, that whatever be the customer number in ECC, it will act as a business partner in SCM. I'll show you that setting also. And this party entitled is nothing but okay the vendor which you are assigning to the plant. Is it clear now? Suppose okay, for every plant, okay, you need to even create a vendor also.
Yeah, for
Right.
STO.
Okay, suppose if you want to execute okay even the STOs or okay whenever if you for the accounting purpose also or okay whoever is like okay the stock owner I can say.
Okay.
So the party entitled is nothing but that vendor of the plant only.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the one. Okay, when you distribute that thing to the EWM as a business partner, so automatically that party entitled is nothing but the owner of the stock. Okay, who has that okay the control over the stock only. So it's like okay, you just linking that thing. So sometimes okay for the same material okay in the different warehouses okay one is like a party entitled is different and the owner may be the different also. I'll just show you those things.
Vendor manage inventories.
Yeah.
So vendor is different, right? It's an external party, right?
Sorry.
Always.
Vendor is
Can be
different.
also vendor.
You are creating plant itself as a vendor?
Yeah, exactly. So what you need to do is that okay, you just create a vendor and then in the additional data in the purchasing, okay, you
Well, we
just
are adding. Okay, that will normally we do it for stock transport process.
yeah,
Same thing we are doing here also. Okay.
yeah. Oh, somebody's already logged in. Okay. Okay, now just give me 1 minute. What is happening here? It's taking so long.
Srini, I have one question.
Yep.
If both the customers as well as vendor have the same number range in the ECC, so how will that be taken care in EWM?
What we had to do is that okay, we had to implement.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I think his connection is lost.
Lost.
Hello? Is Suraj here?
Hello, Naveen. Is it there?
Yeah, he's offline.
Hello? Hello, all. This is Suraj here.
Yeah, you are there, man. We are also here.
No, I'm just asking. No. Yeah, I'm asking, anyone got the server connections? Have you tested anyone?
Not as of now.
We didn't try.
No, okay.
I think Raja tried, maybe.
I haven't got that
No, last week-
connection. So, okay.
So last week I tried, I made it out, but from this week we are not got. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, he's back.
Hello. Yeah, sorry. Actually, the connection actually is going up and down. So sorry. I'm back.
Okay, and everybody in the middle of a question.
Yeah, actually, I think I also missed some of the voice. So sorry for it.
Yeah, open the door.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see that.
You
Okay.
can see that.
Continue with this log on. Okay. Yep.
No, your ECC screen is not available. Your,
Can you see the screen now? Because the current screen is IDAS SCM.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yeah.
SCM 890.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the party entitled. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, the business partner also. Okay, where you have to define those things. Okay, as part of the number ranges, because that's anyway not part of the normal configuration. Okay, where you can find it out. Okay, I'll just show you the simple way. Okay, business partner. So you just go to the business partner. Okay, so you just define these things. Okay. So when you define the number ranges, okay, you just make them as the external number ranges also. I'll just show you business partner, roles, types.
Yeah, number ranges are grouping.
Yes. So when you assign that particular the intervals, see here, you can see that I just using this particular number range of for our business partner, make sure that the external is flagged, or suppose sometimes if your customer something and then the like numbers like the description like the Costco, or I can say that the pages, any number, so just make sure that it may be text or it may be number, just flag this as external also. Otherwise, you cannot even create the business partner numbers. Okay, so it's very simple setting only.
And business
Now,
partner roles we are going to define?
We know most of the times, the roles are like, the predefined roles are like available, like one is a customer, the master, and another is a plant. So these roles are like, the predefined roles are already available in the standard system, so those
we can
should
select
be
it from
enough. Yeah, exactly. Unless, if you are going to create any extra roles, you can just go and define it like, like forwarding agent or those things, enough, I can say that, like 99% of the roles are like more
Available there.
than enough. But if you want, actually, you can still go ahead and you can create your own roles also.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, so these roles are like, the pre-delivered with SAP. Now, let's go to the
where will we
basic
use
config.
roles?
Yeah.
Where will we
those
use
roles,
these
right?
roles?
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you those things. Okay, when you transfer that particular, okay, the plant, okay, or when you transfer a particular customer or a particular vendor to SCM system, okay, you need to assign the relevant roles also. So suppose, let's take this example that, okay, I transferred, okay, the one of the customer, okay, 1,000 actually here. So the transaction code, okay, for to access a business partner is BP is the transaction code for the business partner. Please remember this transaction if you are new to this thing. Somehow I think the system is a bit slow now.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're not able to see.
I created, okay, so I created our business partner, okay, the vendor, okay, so that, okay, I can distribute my deliveries here. You can see that, okay, the business partner number here. Then if you go to the identification, you can see my screen properly.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Okay. If you go to the control, not in the identification only. I think
No, it's slow.
if you go down here, okay, you can see that, okay, the role actually type, okay, whether it's a vendor or if you want to actually link these things also. Suppose if you go to the plant also, okay, you can see that, okay, the business partner type as, okay, the CRM 11, which is actually linked as a plant, and then, okay, the corresponding in the ERP system, what is the equivalent number also here. Is it clear now? Suppose like, okay, the ERP system, okay, I can say that as a customer as, okay, 1,000, but when it comes to the EWM system, I can say that it has a KU underscore 1,000. So then when you say in the case, actually you have to link it back to the corresponding system. See, this is actually required, okay, whenever if you want to integrate with CRM or SRM, anything with ECC, you have to specify that what is the corresponding number in ECC and then what is the corresponding role it is linked also. It's a business partner way of maintenance. So we don't need to touch more on this thing. We just, okay, maintain the corresponding roles only.
Yeah, it can be.
Now, let's go to the basic warehouse configuration, what we can do it here. So, EWM.
I have one question.
So, yeah. Yeah.
What about if the vendor and the customer have the same number range?
If the customer and vendor has the same number, okay, so you cannot maintain the same business partner number for both of it. So you have to maintain the two separate numbers only. So what you do is that, okay, you just attach a prefix for those things, like, okay, KU underscore, suppose let's take this thing, I have a same customer, like, okay, 1,000 with as a customer and as well as a vendor. So you just attach, like, okay, the KU underscore 1,000 for customer and vendor something like, okay, the VE underscore 1,000.
Okay, so where we need to maintain this in the SCM system?
Yeah, in the SCM system only.
Okay.
So in the SCM system, okay, see what will happen is that, okay, if you try to send the same customer again, okay, it will go on, okay, fail in the SCM system.
Right.
Okay, so that is the case, okay, there is a user exit available, okay, so if you go to the thing, okay, there is a body available, okay, in the SIF side, okay, so there actually you just, okay, have to go and, okay, do that particular SIF master user exit so that it go and create it. APU, and then, okay, so you just go to the business add-ins, master data, product, not product, sorry,
Vendor.
it's for the business partner, right? So no, it's for the business partner. I'll tell you that SIF business partner is it's part of the APO user exit. Otherwise, okay, I'll just show you that thing in the user exit. That's the most easiest way.
Master data.
Yeah, there is a one
APM.
enhancement spot, I think so it is there. Okay, so don't worry about that thing, okay, we just, okay, just change the data in the SIF side so that, okay, instead of creating it as 1,000, it go and create it as a KU underscore 1,000 only, because anyway the number range is external number range only, so it has to take care.
Okay, so that means in the barrier user exit we need to write some code to make it like that?
Exactly, because anyway in the SIF side, okay, you know that, okay, whether it is a customer is going to come or whether it's a vendor is going to come based on the data.
Yeah.
We have the business partner type, so you have to just, okay, attach the prefix only. Even sometimes, okay, the material numbers, okay, are going to be the, if you want to have it two different material numbers, okay, or okay, if you want to create automatically the warehouse views, the same common user exit for the SIF is available.
Srini, here is the question.
Yeah.
But here we will define the number range for the business partner, right?
Yeah.
And the SCM system.
Yes.
For example, a vendor is coming, so how will we use the user exit to make the number actually?
No. See, no, the number. Okay, see, if you look at actually that number range is the external number range.
Right.
Okay, that what is that mean of external number range means? Okay, whatever the number range provided by my external system, the same number I am going to use it.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm doing is that instead of using the same number, I'm modifying that number and then passing to the SCM system.
Okay.
See, I just specified that okay, A star to Z star is mentioned, like A to Z is mentioned as in my number range.
Right.
So I can use whatever the junk also, if they send it, I can use it as my business partner number now.
Okay.
Okay, so these are okay the user exit. Okay, I think there is a one user exit, okay, which you can use it, okay, to enhance the SIF master data. I can just okay give that thing, okay, the right one. There is actually a menu path, okay, which is available, okay, SIF to enhance, okay, SIF inbound for
The last but one.
First one.
The last but one.
No, data modified during this, not this one, I'll tell you. See if it contains, okay, I'll give you the right one, okay. Because actually there are a lot of things like, okay, because it's the same user is used by APO and as well as SNC, everybody uses, I'll just give this the right user exit for the business partner creation.
You better find in the configuration only rather than here.
Yeah. So now, let's go with that, okay, the basic configuration.
Srini?
Yeah.
Srini, one blind question. What is SIF?
Okay, SIF means the core interface. Okay, that's a methodology, okay, which is used to transfer the data from ECC system to SCM system. So it is not only used for EWM, it is used to transfer the data for your APO or PPDS or even for SNC.
Okay.
Or even for the transportation management or even for the event management also.
Even
So
for CRM also, Navi, Srini?
Sorry?
Even for CRM also we use that
No,
same one?
CRM uses the concept called as BDocs.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not this methodology, it's a BDocs concept, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so now let's start with okay the basic configuration. Now our two systems are connected and we are able to distribute the master data. So what you can do is that okay, you just try to set up okay the SIF model and make sure that you can in your practice exercise, okay, just try to create your own material and just try to sift them and see that okay whether you are able to do these things or not.
Okay.
Okay, so now the same thing like okay like an enterprise structure kind of thing what we did it in the SCM system. So I just defined my warehouse. Sorry, not this thing. So we just okay define the EHYD. We all know that okay EHYD is going to be our warehouse, okay, where we are going to execute all our EWM class. So this is just like I defined my warehouse, and then okay whenever if you define any warehouse, okay, what you need to do is that okay you need to assign the okay the time zone for the warehouse and also okay the it's nothing but okay the what is the time zone of the warehouse, okay, and also what is the longitude or okay the latitude, because this mainly is required even for the planning purpose also. So when you create your plant and if you distribute it to the SCM system, it will automatically even create a supply chain unit automatically. Is it clear now? When you create a plant in ECC and if you distribute it to the SCM system, it will go and create the supply chain unit automatically. Otherwise you can just go and create okay your own also. Can you see here now? There is a master data, the supply chain unit, okay, where you have to go and okay maintain it. So this actually you don't need to create it, because when you transfer a plant automatically to SCM system, it will automatically go and even create a supply chain unit also. So where is our HYD? Hyderabad plant, okay, so for the plant and shipping point it will go and create the supply chain units automatically. I'll show you what is the supply chain unit also. So each supply chain unit is going to contain that okay the address and the longitude and the latitude of the particular location. Is it clear now?
It is created automatic.
Yeah, it will create automatically based on your plant address.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then okay, it contains even that address also. Yeah.
Srini, how did you come to this screen, man? I didn't look at it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
because
I'll take you through this.
Navigate.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
wait.
See, I am in the SCM system.
Okay.
I'm in the SCM system in the normal, okay, in the front end in the menu path.
Oh.
I went to the extended warehouse management. I'm in the master data.
Okay.
And then the supply chain unit. So whenever if you create a plant in ECC and then if you distribute it to this, okay, the SCM system, it will create the supply chain unit automatically. So don't change the supply chain unit unless it's necessary. Like, okay, if you want to change the longitude, latitude, or if you want to change the address in EWM, then you can go and okay, do these things. But usually, okay, you can see that, okay, it's created by the RFC user.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can see that it's nothing but okay, the plant Hyderabad and then all the address only. So whenever if you define a warehouse, you need to assign the address for this warehouse, right? So the same thing, okay, instead of in the SPRO, what we are doing is that, okay, we need to assign that, okay, once you define the warehouse, okay, we need to assign the supply chain unit to the warehouse only. That's all we are doing it. Warehouse management. Master data. So once you define your warehouse, you need to assign the warehouse numbers. Okay, so our warehouse is okay EHYD. You can see that okay, the HYDP is our okay, the supply chain unit, and okay, we know that okay, the party entitled is a business partner of my this thing. And do you remember okay, we were talking that okay, that one party may be the custodian of the goods, but the actual stock owner may be different. Suppose let's take this example that okay, AT&T is maintaining the stock of Ericsson also. Suppose okay, Ericsson is my telecom equipment provider and AT&T is the warehouse actually where I am storing the goods. So in that case actually the custodian may be okay, the AT&T, but the party entitled may be that okay, the Ericsson plant also. Or okay, sometimes okay, I'm having a common warehouse okay, where okay, I'm just okay storing the goods of okay, like okay, the two parties like okay, the one vendor may be different and okay, I'm just storing their goods in the warehouse also. But 90% of the cases okay, you will have that okay, the custodian and the party entitled will be the same only.
If it is a third party, then we can put the change that one.
Exactly. If it is a third party, custodian okay, it will be the third party and the party entitled will be the plant only.
Plant only, okay.
Okay, so once you define the warehouse number, and then okay, we need to assign the warehouse numbers. Okay, next thing is that okay, the number control. So you can see that okay, I'll take you through this thing. Usually okay, you can just okay simply copy these things. Okay, like okay, what all the default okay, the unit of measurement like okay, the kgs meter and the what is that okay, the currencies okay, and what is the time unit also on the unit of length okay, and then okay, what are all the default process types it has to take it. I'll talk about okay, what is this process types, all these things also. And then okay, what is that okay, the pick HU process, what is the default palletization process it has to take it, what is the default deconsolidation process it has to take it. Okay, these are nothing but okay, the condition techniques okay, which we'll talk about, and then when we configure these things, so that okay, we'll just get to know these things. And if you want to actually okay, talk to any of okay, the external systems from my EWM okay, then we need to enable these things also. And then the default printer for my warehouse also I have to enable it here.
Hey, who is sleeping? Someone is sleeping.
Okay.
Evening, guys.
Okay. Now let us start from the very basic thing. So like okay, any other SAP system, the same thing okay here also. Now we'll talk about before defining the number ranges. I just want to know that okay, what are all the things okay we need to have it in okay in EWM, the number ranges. So before actually you are going to know this thing okay, we should know that okay, what are all the things okay we are going to define the number ranges, right?
Right.
So first of all, remember that in EWM, whatever be the number ranges you are going to define it, first you need to define the range. See here, okay, define the range. I'll just change the format to the font so that you will get to know. Okay, first what you have to do is that okay, define the range, and then you have to always assign the range okay to the warehouse number. Is it clear now? So you should never forget this thing. So in EWM, you can define as many number ranges you want it, but if the number range, if you want to use it for a particular scenario, you have to assign that particular number range to the warehouse number. Then only it will work it. Otherwise, okay, it will error out. Is it clear now?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means it's same thing. Like okay, you can define n number of ranges, but you have to assign it to the warehouse number. Now, before actually going to this thing, okay, what are all the things? Okay, we need to define the number ranges. Deliveries documents, okay. You have to define that, okay, the number ranges, and then okay, for the warehouse number, for warehouse task also you have to define the number ranges.
Transfer
And
orders.
also, yeah, it's also now I can say that it as a transfer order. Okay, in the EWM we just call it as a warehouse task. Okay, and then okay, you have to define that, okay, the number ranges for the warehouse order also. Is it clear?
Warehouse request.
Yeah, it's okay. The warehouse okay, warehouse request I can say it as a part of delivery document only.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, that will be not there.
Yeah.
Our
Okay, so,
storage units?
sorry.
Storage units?
Storage unit. No need of number range actually. Storage types and all. Okay, you can define it whatever we like it.
Okay.
Okay, and then okay, apart from that, okay,
HU.
so you have to define that, okay, the number ranges for the HU also, and you have to define that, okay, the number ranges for the labor task also, number range for the labor, okay, indirect labor tasks I can say.
So we have to do number ranges for transfer posting.
Yes. Okay, the transfer orders, okay, you have to define that number ranges, okay,
Posting
for the warehouse task, warehouse orders, and the HU numbers, okay, and anyway for the posting changes you have to do it, okay, and then if you want actually even you can define the sequence for the bins also. If you want you can define it, but okay, it's not mandatory. You can define whatever the way you like it for the number naming convention for the bins, but usually what we do is that, okay, we put a sequence and then we generate the bins, okay. And then okay, apart from that, okay, you just need to define the number range, okay, for the physical inventory, all the inventory documents also.
Inventory documents, yes. Do we have to create number range for quants?
Not required.
Not required here. Okay.
Yeah. So that okay, that's okay, because the quants is nothing but like okay, what we can say that it's a part of a stock attribute, so it will be taken care automatically.
I mean, it automatically gets deleted as well once we know that.
Exactly. So if you go to the node to define the number range, I just forgot to talk about this thing. You can see that okay, the number range for the warehouse documents. Okay,
Wave.
I just forgot. Okay, that okay, the another thing okay called as okay the wave also. So what is this wave actually? Before actually we define this thing, I just want to talk about these things.
Wave and consolidation.
Group of orders.
Yeah, it's actually like okay, I can say that okay, it's like a group of warehouse tasks or group of warehouse orders, okay, which I want to release at once.
So yeah.
Or I can say that it's a group of work only, so that I can assign it to a particular picker. Like okay, usually, like morning 10 o'clock, every picker go and okay do this thing, or again 1 o'clock, again 3 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, like these things.
We can set up in intervals.
And then okay, yeah, exactly. And then okay, you have to define okay the number range for the consolidation group also. Okay, so which we'll be using in the deconsolidation, and we know that okay the VAS is there also, and we already discussed about okay the physical inventory documents. And once you define all these number ranges, you have to go and okay do the assign the number range intervals to the warehouse numbers. So let's do this thing from the first onwards. So I was talking about this thing, right? So whenever if you define any intervals, okay, it is always okay with respect to the particular okay the warehouse only. So sorry. Okay, so if you look at actually okay in this current system actually okay I have not even defined okay any of the number ranges also. Okay, so if you want actually okay there are two options. Okay, SAP always okay defines that okay it delivers a predefined warehouse. Okay, you can always go and okay copy from the thing, otherwise okay you can just go and okay define on our own. So let's okay define the number ranges on our own. Okay, so yeah, otherwise okay if you can just go to the warehouse, okay, you can see that okay from 0001 is a warehouse actually which is always okay delivered by the SAP in the standard. Okay, so It's actually delivered with any SAP SCM installation as part of the pre-configured, or I can say that it's a pre-delivered with a base simple
Number
configuration, but it's not contained all the scenarios. But I think even this is also not configured.
No, nothing.
So that's fine. So we'll just go ahead and
Create.
let it be ours. Let it ours be the first one.
Add.
Okay.
You want to give
So-
number?
So I just want to give it from 3, 4, 5 zeros 1 2. Okay.
You want to create one?
Yeah. I'm 1 to all these things. Okay.
So this is external, we can put it.
No, it's not an external one. Warehouse task is an internal.
Internal one, okay.
Okay, so it's not an external number. Okay, so next thing, next thing is that, then define the number range intervals for the wave. Zero, 1, I can say that 000.
2.
99. More 3 plus 3, 6, 7. 6. Okay, you can just.
Let's start with 100.
No, why don't you start with starting with 1, 2, 3 like that?
Yeah, you can do that thing also. I have no issues. We have.
No, not like that. The very
From
first number.
from the beginning.
So,
Yeah, from the beginning, in the sense the series start should be 1, not like this one.
okay.
Yeah, we can start like this as no problem. But 1, 2,
Yeah, see.
everything will be different number ranges.
I just
Yeah,
actually want to have a different series of starting so that
You are right.
you will
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm saying. For example,
Okay,
for
suppose-
40 orders, we will start with 45,
yeah.
similar to that.
That's the reason. For the warehouse task, I just started with 1.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay,
and
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and then for the wave, let's take this thing. For the wave, I just want to define a number range. For wave, let's say that I just want to start with suppose like 2 followed by 3, 4, 5 followed by 2 followed by
2993.
4, like this thing. You can just it's like just to identify that by seeing the number. Yeah, I hope we'll not even create more than 99,000 documents. And also these are all specific to the warehouse, so
What happens if it crosses this number range?
We can extend.
no, you
We
can
can
just
create another-
what you can
another
do
number.
is that you can create another number range, or what we have option is that I think there is an option if you go to the number range intervals, there is
Can
a
add
place
to-
to reset it something.
Or else can we increase the
Add, we can add
number?
one more.
Usually, see that number range, you will be knowing that, how many number of documents you are going to create it, usually what we do is that, once you archive those things, like, you can reset the number range back.
The number range, yes.
Correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tine.
But after
Yeah.
so many
Can we
years,
increase the number range, like for example 999 to something else also, or we should be
See, thing is that, I can say that, people, I have not ever seen that, when the number range get expire, people not increase the number range. What they will try to do is that they archive the old data and then, they
Reset.
reset back it actually.
okay.
That's a practice, but you can extend it, but I think there are some consequences also, because some of the data may get corrupted. I think there are consequences. I can check on this thing. Now, define the number range for the warehouse orders also, for the warehouse orders. So, Okay, so 0, 1, and then okay, I'll make it as okay 3 followed by 5, 6. So you can just define whatever the way actually you like this number ranges.
No, we like this way.
Yeah. So there's no restriction on these things. And then okay, consolidation groups. So usually for the consolidation group, okay, I usually take that number range, okay, starting from 0, 1. And if it's a very big warehouse, okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, that. As these are all independent objects, right? So we don't have any issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next thing is that okay, if you are going to use the VAS orders, so for all VAS, I'll just start with okay 5 followed by. So it depends on that. Okay, usually we'll be knowing that okay how much is the volume and all those things. See, the only way where we have to be very careful is that okay, whenever if you are having a conflicting number range, okay, with external number range, there only you have to check those number intervals only. Okay, and then if you are implemented okay the labor okay the indirect okay the labor management, okay, it's not actually mandatory to implement it right now, this thing. Whenever if you implement the labor management, okay, then only you have to do this thing.
Yes, you can put it down to 100.
Yeah. 0, 1, so.
Srini, the fundamental question,
Yeah.
can we transport these numbers to different systems or we have to manually create in each system?
Yes. No, you can transport always.
Transport it.
We can transport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yes,
we are
yes.
done version, we can.
Actually, okay, whenever if you save these entries, okay,
Okay, it will ask the transport number or something?
yes,
Just needs more number range inventory.
yeah.
Because somebody is saying that we have to create in each system, that's why I'm asking.
No, I'll tell you. See, whenever if you try to save these things, okay, if you save it, actually it'll give this thing. The number range intervals are not included in the automatic recording transport. Transport of all the changes within this thing, okay, must be triggered manually. So what you have to do is that I'll show you. You select that interval, okay. Okay, there's an option actually here, transport.
Yeah.
Okay, so that particular interval, okay, but actually it will not create a transport request automatically. So what you have to do is that, okay, you have to go to the ST01 and then, okay, create a transport request manually, and then only, okay, you can just, okay, assign it. It's not like something like, okay, when you create a customizing object, okay, it asks for the transport request automatically. You have to go on, okay, not ST01, sorry.
Yeah.
SE01
Yes.
Yes.
or it's
Yes.
SE09.
Sorry, yeah, that's my. Yeah.
SE09.
Yeah, SC09 and all this. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to just go and okay create a transport request and then okay we can just need to transport it.
That's fine.
Now we have.
Yeah.
Fine.
Now and then okay assign the number range intervals. Okay. Now you can see that okay for the EHYD. Okay, what is this number range? Okay, this is I think the external number range. I think we did not define anywhere. Okay, number range for the stock posting. Okay, it's 01 only.
Yeah.
Okay.
All on very well. All are zero.
Now,
So here it will be automatically assigned, or we need to manually do it?
We have to.
no, you have to assign it actually. That's what I was telling you, right? You can define n number of number ranges for each warehouse, okay?
Okay.
But you have to link it to that, okay? The number range for direct labor task
Okay.
and for the physical inventory. Okay. Okay, so Hyderabad, okay, the warehouse, okay. Just okay, save them. Now this is a customizing request, okay? Yeah, you've seen this thing. So this actually use the, okay, the automatic request. Okay, so once you define the number ranges for the basic things, okay, next thing is that, okay, you have to configure, okay, the storage types. And then, okay, we just, okay, before configuring even the storage types, okay, I want to tell you something, okay, about the availability groups actually should be there. And then once you link your plant storage location combination to the availability group, that completes the basic configuration before you starting the storage types section and all those things. So in the before you start any of the other things, I'm telling you the sequence. You have to configure the availability groups. Define the availability groups. Yeah, so in our EHYD, I defined, okay, 3 availability groups also, like, okay, the goods in the put away are, okay, are like unrestricted stock also, or like if you want to, like, okay, if you want to define as many number of availability groups as you like it. So this availability group, I'll tell you the link actually. Once you define the availability group, see, once I assume that, okay, you define that, okay, the availability group.
So what exactly this availability group?
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you this example. Suppose, okay, if a stock is in a particular storage location, we know that whether it's unrestricted use or, okay, whether the stock is in the quality inspection, those things, right? Now, in the interfaces, in the ERP integration, let me complete this thing so that you will get to know, because this I need to give more explanation. I think some of you might have missed this thing. So in the general settings, the goods movement, map the storage location from ERP system to the EWM. So this thing, okay, you have to complete it, okay, before you start any like delivery document integration. Suppose in EWM we don't have any concept of, okay, storage location. So storage location combination, I can represent it as, okay, a particular storage type. I can say it's not exactly equivalent, okay, because, okay, one storage location stock, I can maintain it in multiple storage types, but each storage type I'll be linking it to a availability group, okay, in EWM. Is it clear now? So
No,
means if I store a particular group, okay, see here, okay, I'll tell you one thing. I know that, okay, Hyderabad plant storage location is AFS. That means in EWM, it's EHYD, link it to the stock type or nothing but the availability graph of 002. That means goods are completely available. 001 means just goods are received in the put away. See here, let's take this example. I'll tell you one thing. When the goods come into the GR area or GR storage type, I'll have the availability group as 001. That means, okay, they are ready for the put away. But when I put the goods for the final put away location, okay, I'll change the stock type to 002 or nothing but, okay, from F1 to F2 has to be done automatically.
Restricted to unrestricted.
Is it clear now? See, whenever if you want to do the stock posting, okay, it has to happen automatically. This availability group will help it.
No.
Okay.
Uh,
I can give you, okay, there. See, let's take this example. Yeah.
In that case, this will be treated as a transfer between one storage type to another storage type?
Yes.
No, yeah, see, that's what, exactly. That means, okay, from the GR storage, okay, exactly, you're right. Now, from the GR storage, if I transfer the goods to the final put away location, so this storage type has availability group as 002, then it will do the stock posting here. Is it clear now? So that okay, you will be know that okay, how much stock is available, okay, in which availability group, or sometimes okay, I can say that okay, I have 3 different stock types also, like okay, F1 or the stock in the quality also. So this way actually I can easily map that. Okay, see, I can have n number of stock types. Okay, I'll tell you the link actually. I'll tell you the link. Okay, how it likes it. Stock types in EWM. See here, stock types are linked to the availability group. Okay, availability group, the assignment is made at the storage type level, so that okay, for each storage type when you define it, okay, you need to maintain the availability group, otherwise it will take the default availability group. And
Is it a one-to-one relationship?
Once, yes, exactly. For one storage type, you can assign it only one availability group only.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, this availability group in EWM is assigned to my plant storage location combination of ECC. Is it clear now the mathematics this thing? What is this thing? So stock type is linked to the availability group. Availability group is linked to the plant storage location combination of my ECC.
Okay.
So that way I know that okay, when my inbound delivery comes, see now it's a reverse way. For a particular plant storage location comes in this thing, it finds a particular availability group, and because I'll be storing the goods in a particular storage type, when the goods enter into my EWM system, from this storage type I will find the availability group, and from here I can link it to my stock types.
Okay,
Is it
can
clear
you
now?
can you open this map storage location from ERP system to the
Before that, Srini,
Yeah. Yeah.
let us understand this. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you open the
See
notepad,
here
sir?
you can see. Yeah, that's what okay. That's what I know that okay. This table is like okay. If you want to understand this table, actually you have to see this notepad only.
Yeah.
Okay. See, and let's take this thing. Okay, the reverse way. The data comes to SAP. We know that okay, plant storage location combination. See, let's take it from the bottom up. Plant storage location is available in the delivery document.
Okay.
And then when the initial document comes to SAP, it has to find that okay, what is the entry point into the warehouse also? What is the GR bin, or what is that okay, the starting bin also?
Is it 001 like an interim storage area? Like
Yeah, exactly. It's a starting okay, the
Yeah.
GR staging area.
It's a 901.
Yeah,
Maybe.
901. Okay, 901 in WM or okay, the same thing I can say here as 9010.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Now I got it. Okay.
Okay, so that's
From
what.
there, the
Now,
final put away is 002.
that okay, the storage type. Exactly, because that storage type is linked to the availability group.
Okay.
So that is linked to the stock type.
So one availability group can have multiple stock types.
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, because block stock also they can have a quality stock. They can have unrestricted.
Yes.
Also.
Yes, exactly.
And they will
You're
create,
right.
in the
Okay.
background, they will create
So-
the material documents.
Yes, you're right.
So you have the option of choosing what kind of stock type it is, whether it's a quality or GR block or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, depending on the business scenario.
It's a manual.
Yeah,
Okay.
even actually we can actually create a, suppose if an inspection document is created, okay, I can change the stock
The
type to the
material
Q1.
is subject to inspection.
Yeah, exactly. Suppose if a material is subject to inspection, I'll always put the stock type as Q1.
Yeah. Q1 and it will be on 001.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
And
Okay.
until,
Yeah.
Most of the
So-
time, 001 are unrestricted.
Yeah. So what I will do is that okay, I will make a small presentation or like a small PDF file, okay, because this concept actually you have to understand it, especially if you come from the ECC background, okay, how this availability group and the stock types are linked, because this is like most like a small confusing kind of thing here. So I'll send a detailed thing with a pictorial diagram like okay, how we represent the same thing in WM and how we represent the same thing in EWM. If this is the stock type, okay, how the equivalent way of representation in EWM. I'll just make a small PPT and convert it into a PDF file and I'll send to you. That actually gives a much more detailed explanation to you in a pictorial way.
Okay.
Rather than in a notepad, I'll just make a pictorial way so that you will get a better idea.
Srini, I have one question
So
on
I think
this.
it's all. Yeah.
Do you know why this is made in EWM? Means what was the significance of this? Means,
This availability group actually, this availability group, I can say that it's not only for, it's not maintained as, actually there's no relevance for the EWM, it's mainly for the APO.
Oh, okay.
This is actually used very extensively in APO because there actually they combine multiple plant storage location combinations for then they do the ATP check. This availability group is used very extensively.
Okay. So the concept of planning is taking into the ERP by availability group.
Yes, exactly. That's a mapping only. So via availability group only.
Okay, Srini, I have one question, please.
Yeah.
If we have only one storage type and there are different storage sections, so in that case, our availability group will be one?
Yes.
Because
And, whenever if you define the storage type, if you define a storage type, you cannot assign more than one availability group in the storage type definition. You can put a maximum of one availability group only.
Okay, so, and then in that case, how to differentiate between the stock types?
No, see, stock types you can differentiate like F1, F2 and all those things, but that's what you have to have more than one storage type. I can say if you want to exactly going to have a mapping, then you have to define like at least some dummy storage types.
Okay. Because suppose my material is there in the inventory managed store location, but in the same store location I can have multiple stock types. So
Yeah, you can have it.
Yes. So here also I suppose we will have it in the same.
Yeah, you can have. That's what I'm saying, right? In one availability group, can point it to the multiple stock types.
Okay.
But the problem is that you will be missing the link between the plant storage location combination to the ECC. You will miss that link because you will be anyway you will be linking one availability group to the one plant storage location combination, so you will miss that link. So that's the problem.
Okay.
So it depends on how we want to represent it. So tomorrow we'll do you remember the first day we saw that the cold storage types and all those things? We'll start from defining the storage types and then we'll bring the goods. Yeah.
So Srini,
Hello?
Srini.
Yeah.
So you are saying, let's say if for a particular vendor receipt, if I am receiving the stock directly in quality inspection, and for that the storage type would be a different availability group. If I am receiving the another stock directly in a unrestricted use, so you are suggesting we should have two different storage types.
Yes.
So that means
Yes, I can say that. Storage type in the see the storage type I can say is that I know that see, let's take this example that you will be receiving it to your 901, so that is what actually the 9010 is the one actually which drives that what kind of availability group it is going to take it, right?
Right.
If that 9010 will take all types of storage type materials. I mean stock types. The reason
stock types.
because that is at the door, and when we are going to do the put away, then we can put that the stock type changes because unrestricted use becomes there and it goes inside the bins because the stock type.
No. I'm confused here. When you try to do the put away, that time you are not deciding the quality of the material. You just putting away into a bin, which is it may be unrestricted.
No. Let's take this example that the stock came as F1 into the door. And then now assuming that there's an inspection document, so that automatically it converts the stock to the Q1, and once the quality inspection is posted, you post it to your final put away location, so that it makes the stock type as F2.
Unrestricted use, yes.
So is it clear now?
Srini, before quality check we cannot put away before quality check.
Yes, exactly.
So in that case the stock see that's what
No. No, sometimes, the quality inspection may take time, so we will put away into the proper present bin, but in the stock type will be Q.
No,
Yeah,
see,
stock
that's
type
what.
will be Q.
See, that's what. If the inspection document, see, there are two things now. Are you going to first? Okay, see, as soon as the goods come into there's a difference now. Whenever if the goods come into your system, then when you create an inspection document, and then if you move the goods to the inspection documents, inspection place, then you are going to change the stock to the Q1, right?
Yeah, the moment.
Yeah, it's not actual. It's actually going to QA location.
You
not,
can, no, you can keep it in any storage type, but it is not available for use. That's all.
Exactly. That's what I can make that. Okay, only F2 only. Okay, is available for picking. I can make sure that thing.
Yeah.
See, inspection may take time. I no need to wait for them, for 2 days. I can just put it into the right bin and keep it as it is, but the stock type will be Q.
No.
It's not available for use.
No, that okay, you cannot decide it, right? See, if you are putting directly into the final put away location, how you are going to differentiate that, okay, which one are a good one, okay, which one is bad? See, what will happen is that, okay, the Q1, if you directly put it to the final bin, and if that storage type have a availability group of F2, it will automatically change the stock type to F2.
Okay.
I mean, here the process is a little complicated than WM.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm telling, right? Okay, you cannot directly put it. Okay, see, it's a storage type is linked to the availability group here.
Here the process.
You have to remember always this thing.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'll send on PPT so that you will get a clear understanding on this thing. I'm sure.
Sure.
Okay, sure, okay.
Actually, here we cannot cheat the system.
Yeah, exactly. I can say.
Just like on our resume?
Sorry?
So,
Unlike in our resume, we cannot cheat it.
hey, we'll just meet tomorrow then.
Yeah.
We'll see the next class, okay, how to configure the storage types and everything, and we'll receive the goods, okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, this initial configuration will take some time, okay? Otherwise, okay, we can just do everything smoothly.
I mean, the processes are very fast, but only configuration is will take.
Yeah,
exactly.
The settings we need to do it properly so that everything will go.
Yeah, otherwise, okay, you will never, okay, we'll keep on facing the problems, and then, okay, we cannot even go ahead with the class also.